Hi, my name is Patel. I'm a partner at Patel, Soldis & Cardenas, attorneys at law. I practice foreclosure law in the state of New Jersey. Today's foreclosure question is, can I sell my property in foreclosure? The answer to that question is yes, you can. There's two ways to do it. You can sell it through a traditional sale, which you pay back all the equity to the bank, or through a short sale. And a lot of times I don't recommend going through the short sale process, and I know a lot of realtors are probably at my neck for saying this, but there's a lot of tax consequences that come with doing a short sale. If your mortgage was $500,000, it's an investment property, and you owe $500,000, and you short sell it for $300,000, you know what's going to happen? That $200,000 is going to be written off as income to you. So instead of owing the bank money, well, now you owe the IRS money, and they're not as fun as the bank, let me tell you. But going back to a traditional sale and foreclosure, you can. And you can sell your property all the way up until 10 days after the foreclosure has occurred. It's called the right of redemption. Although I do not recommend waiting that long. I always have my clients, if I can, close prior to a sheriff's sale date. It just makes everything so much easier procedurally, and there's a lot less risk and a lot less stress. Let's just say it's a lot neater. And so how it works is you list your property for sale traditionally through a realtor. I don't like it being by owner during this process because a lot of times my clients get overwhelmed with their circumstance, and I understand why that occurs, but having my client list their own property by owner requires me to rely on my client to do one of the major components of their own case, which is to sell the asset or get a decent contract. But having a realtor in, we can get someone in there from another perspective that hustles and understands what it is to get a cash buyer versus a mortgage buyer, and what an as-is sale is, and what taking it pursuant to other conditions. So I think it's important to have a realtor in this situation. And what would happen is once a contract is signed, it's like a traditional closing, except as the attorney who is representing you in a distressed situation like this, the attorney needs to keep an eye on the foreclosure action so the house doesn't get sold from under you. But in a situation like that, the client comes to me in foreclosure, property they want to sell, list the property, get a contract, get a buyer orders title. I work with my client to go through all the title conditions, all the judgments, whatever else is required to clear title to get to the closing table. Both sides get to the closing table, and at the closing table, once everything is done, the title company will then issue a check to the bank or the lender, paying them off in full, and that will result in a couple things happening. First thing is that the lis pendens that was attached to the property will be discharged. The second thing is that you'll get a satisfaction mortgage, which will be recorded. The final thing is that the foreclosure action will be dismissed, or a final judgment will be vacated, and then the foreclosure action will be dismissed, depending on where it is in the foreclosure process. So yes, you can sell property in foreclosure, but you need to do it in a way which, you got to be smart about it. You can't just assume that you can sell your property and take all the time you need. No, you need to pay attention to the entire picture. And sometimes, depending on the circumstances, if you run out of time, you need to get relief from the court or swing it up another level and take it to bankruptcy court to make sure that you save your equity and you save everything that you've built into that property. If you found this video informative, please hit the like button or subscribe. Thanks.